You are a unique individual with the power to change lives just by being who you are, sharing your wisdom, and telling your story. Welcome everybody to Jen's Pen Live, where we find interesting people who make the world a better place and ask them to share their story. Today, we are speaking with my friend, Darina Pogodina. And Darina was born in Russia and immigrated to the US when she was a young adult. Now she's a real estate expert, entrepreneur, and multifamily investor who is the power behind the power of Alchemist Nation. Alchemist Nation is a group, a community that I belong to, and I believe very strongly, and it's helped me personally change my life way for the better, not even just for a little better, like way for the better. And its mission is to build 100 millionaires who are then inspired to build 100 millionaires. Darina, thank you so much for coming. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Such a warm introduction. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So let's just start off. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, what I don't do.
I was like, that's a broad topic.
We can be here all day. Just kidding. So, I am a huge part of Alchemist Nation and Alchemist community. I've been a real estate investor for the last 5 years, and now I shifted over to training side, keeping the community together. Many call me follow-up expert, a follow-up queen, like a glue to everyone within it to stick together and also find the right connections amongst each other. So I'm in the right hand of Walter, and I love events, whether they're virtual or live. So I do my best to produce them with utmost fun and efficiency. So, and yeah, I'm just here to serve, and I love our community. It really is the purpose of what we do. Like you said, 100 millionaires to inspire, build 100 more.
When Darina says she's the glue, I mean, she really means she's the glue and she's the gears. She makes everything work in Alchemist Nation, and it is multifaceted at this point. Actually, Darina, could you tell us a little bit more about Alchemist Nation and what its mission is?
Yes, so Alchemist community, Alchemist Nation, whether you call it a group, organization, a company, I think we're all of it, where we attract motivated, dedicated people who want more, who want to build something out of being creative versus competitive, and advance people around them, community around them, their families, their friends, therefore building wealth or a millionaire or 100 millionaires through real estate, through the right knowledge and applied knowledge. It doesn't have to be real estate, it could be a business, it could be Jen's Pen business, it could be hair salons. So this community really is like a magnet for those people who are just looking to fast track their retirement in more abundant way, in more less competitive way, just doing what they belong doing, and of course love what they do what they love, and make money with it.
So win-win-win.
Win-win-win. Yes.
But, it's one of the things that I love most about the community is how we encourage each other to be positive and stay, like, we're very conscious about mindset, very conscious about abundance mindset versus scarcity mindset, and growth mindset versus like stagnation mindset. What are some of the ways in which you encourage people to stay in that abundant, positive mindset?
Well, you probably heard of, if you're not growing, you're dying.
Yeah.
So every day we evolve into new experiences, and you either win or you learn. So there's always opportunity to advance yourself and others. And if you have an open mind about anything that's happening, sometimes you want to surrender and sometimes you want to jump on an opportunity. It's all about being open-minded and believe that, you have divine right to be happy, and it starts within. And you also have to stay focused on what is it it's not necessarily a purpose. I think everyone's purpose is to stay happy, to be happy. It's like number one priority. Because if you're happy, you can make everyone happy around you without even doing anything. And then when you stay focused, doing what you love, and being open-minded, there's a way to get that divine right. It's only like there's a book we love, The Game of Life and How to Play it. Now, there's always just you that you are to do, and there's a place only you can fill in, not fill, but take that spot. There's only yours, right? So be open-minded, search for that, and therefore you can get to that perfect self-expression by doing what you love doing. And Alchemist community is really a place where that can be like 10x or catapult, or really like on steroids, because there's no negativity in our community, and we even watch our language. Like right now, negativity shouldn't be even in my language, right? But it's just how we can bridge the gap between like what is good to say and sometimes no, like
right, not useful.
Yes.
Right, like some of the, well, let's talk about that a little bit. What are some of the things that you look for in language when you're talking to someone to help them stay in a more positive mindset?
Really good question. So, well, we don't like words such as try. That means there could be two things. Either a person is just not comfortable saying they're not going to do it, or they really don't know how to do it. They don't have clarity on how to do it. So they say, okay, I'm going to try to do so, but the result is going to be it's not done. Right. So that's a huge tell or indicator of what this person is about and where to start helping them, because they're not sure. Like this is the one. And as I said a few minutes earlier, being open-minded is that how can I do something? So we don't want to say I can't. That's another one. And also favorite no is word need. So someone is saying that word need, that means that that person is not thinking from a place of abundance. That person is thinking from a place of scarcity. So, okay, let's help them. Like, okay, what is it that's stopping you from taking this action or that action? Where is it coming from? Tell me more. Mm-hmm. And then what is happening, the magic, we call it the magic, if people notice themselves now that they're using those words. So it's not about, it's a bad word really, it's about awareness of something is not right or something is not clear. Mm-hmm. So it allows them to go deep inside, or I call a coach or a mentor, or text someone, you, me, or someone else within community to, hey, you know what, I just noticed there's like something I'm missing because I'm using those words. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you can suggest? Let's talk. Let's have this old fashioned chat about opportunities. So those are like three, I would say, just indicators, like, okay, where the person is. Yeah, that's something that I think when you and I first talked, that was something right away that you pointed out. And I was like, wait, what? But it's helped me personally in a major way. You notice that when you say something, you believe it. Like if you say I need, you're all like you're saying you're always going to be in that mindset. You will never have. And I think that's a really amazing thing you guys have set up for everybody in the community, to not only you calling us on that, but we call each other on it. Yeah. It's a safe place. It's a safe place to call each other on that, because they're still like, they're part of society. These words are just part of the vocabulary. So it just allows you. They're very helpful because once you use them, it allows you to identify. Okay, why am I using these words? They're playing their important role too. Yes.
You know what? I was just thinking, we haven't really explained what the Alchemist community is all about. I mean, yes, it's 100 millionaires, building 100 millionaires who are then inspired to build 100 millionaires. But we haven't really talked about how we do that and all the coaches involved and everything that goes on, mentorship and stuff like that. Can you let us know a little bit about that?
Yes, so it's a massive movement. I would say we are not just a tribe, but we support our people and that tribe with some structure. Like you said,
Yes.
we go towards that goal, right? Building 100 millionaires or more, like 1,000 millionaires. How do we do this? Of course, number one is to attract the right people, and it just happens naturally. Number two, deliver, help them. So we do Zoom calls that are right now, the most popular ones are Wholesaling Bootcamp and 52 Weeks to Wealth, where it's free, we get together, there's a lesson about wealth or something really specific about wholesaling processes or something specific about the business. So a lot of our community, they love technical stuff, so we offer that. Of course, mindset. And then if someone wants to fast track or jumpstart their career or like get to the next level, we offer mentorship, which is 8 weeks program, very intense, very helpful with 8 other coaches, mentors that get on the call with you every single week. And then once you're there, you of course book a call one-on-one with them. It's all included. Access to Alchemist community, access to Alchemist University. There's like a huge hub, online courses, short, long, wholesaling bootcamp, names on deeds, get the deal, get the money, be the bank, their books. So there's so many things that you can study at your own leisure if you're a part of us. And then next step, it's Alchemist Mastermind, where we take people who already get through the basic. Now they're ready. Like now they're not only millionaires, they want to get to pentamillion status. And now, it's a qualifier too. So not every single person gets to mastermind. We want to make sure that they have certain goals. They have experience, they're motivated, and they also working on their network tracker. It's positive, it's growing. Or they have a bunch of real estate that they only want to double the income. So we get together once a month and we ask the big question: what is stopping you from making the next $1 million in your business? And finally, we do have this Alchemist Mastery that we introduced, I would say, at the 100 Millionaire Summit that we had in October. That is now, it's a year program that includes mentorship, the mastermind, 9 virtual workshops, and 3 upcoming live in-person events. And we can go on what they are, but hey, we make sure if you're motivated, we will show up. We do it multiple times a week for you. And of course, we have private Facebook group that allows us to be more vulnerable and build deeper relationships.
I will say, if you are motivated, but you don't know how to do it, they will not only help you and tell you, but they will push you to succeed. So I just want to put that forth. Now, that's awesome. Darina, can you tell us a bit about how you got here? Tell us the whole story.
Well, the whole story will be too long, but
no, I just realized that. I was like, wait, that's a long one.
The quick story. I was born and raised in Russia, and it was a little bit polarizing because I always said I want more. And some people like, why I want more? Just be happy. And some people, oh, that's really cool. Let's do it. So, I got to America not because I didn't love my country. It was more of an opportunity and adventure for me. Okay, let's go see what's there. And I came in 2010. I stayed because things started working out for me here. I had internship and I went to college and I worked, became a manager for the first time ever in my life. So that was very inspiring to me. And I've noticed that despite the fact that America is the wealthiest country in the world, and if you think you're poor here, go try to live somewhere in Tanzania or some parts of Russia, then you will change your whole perspective. So here, when we complain about hot coffee or cold coffee, these questions don't exist in our space. So when I saw that, even though we call America the most wealthiest country on the planet with all these resources and flat roads and sidewalks, and still people are struggling to fight that status quo of retiring at 7 years old and maybe live 6 more years and die. And I was like, well, I thought poverty exists in my country. How's that possible? It exists here too.
Right.
So kind of like change my way of being and the way I think. And I got into real estate because that was kind of way out for me. And I actually was. And there I am, we're building this community, helping others to really beat that kind of like change and challenge the status quo of retiring when you're like old. And you may not be even rich by 70. You may still be poor, and then you're not happy and your body's beat up. And, I think like when you retire early, you retire peacefully, you can have kids and you can just enjoy. And then no matter what age you are now, you can get rich within 2 or 3 years. Just follow the process. Whether you're 30, 50, 60, 70, you still have an opportunity. The time will pass no matter what.
Yes.
So yeah, this is how I got here. Basically, I left the corporate world and about 4 years ago now, and has been doing real estate and events.
So how did you get involved with Alchemist, right? How did you get involved with Alchemist Nation then?
Well, it started with 52 Weeks to Wealth for me.
Mm-hmm.
And Walter Merlo was running that first locally in Fall River, Massachusetts. And I watched that online because he was always going Facebook Live. So that's how we kind of started. Okay, I can drive an hour and listen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was there a few times live in person, and then COVID started, and we also started dating each other. so we combined forces, and the alchemy really was born between Walter and Ron, the Alchemist Nation, the Alchemist, Agent Alchemist, like way before, like maybe a year or two earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead of only teaching agents, like during COVID, we recognized we want to work with agents and investors and business owners. Now, okay, everybody's home now. What can we do? So we ran at some point 7 trainings a week. And people were showing up because there's nothing else to do, right? So why don't you invest in yourself instead of just complaining about stuff? So that's kind of like started more evolving when COVID started. But Alchemist Alchemy community was born a bit earlier between Walter and Ron, when they just knew, okay, education is the number one requirement in order not to only change one person's life, really to change the world and beat the poverty and help a lot of investors and agents to become wealthy. It's education. So they started that. I believe they did start in 2018, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when they started. And then we did some rebranding. Things will always change, but
yeah, the mission evolved.
Yeah. So that's what we have now. It's Alchemist Nation. We have podcast Alchemist Nation. So it's
a lot of free resources.
We didn't trademark yet, but I think this year we'll trademark it too.
I'll have to talk to Jamie about that.
I know, Jamie, I'm coming after you.
I'm really curious. So coming to America was about opportunity and adventure. What do you think is one of the big differences in the mindset of people in Russia? And obviously this is a broad brush, it's not everybody, but sort of the culture in Russia versus the culture in America when it comes to wealth and opportunity.
Well, I'll be blunt because I'm Russian. Well, yes, it's one other thing that Russian, they always say what they think. They
Yeah.
don't always say how are you if they don't mean they interested. It's more structured here. It's better structured here in the United States to become entrepreneur. So I always consider that it's almost like a game. You know, you do certain things, you get to the next level. You do certain things, you get to the next level, and you get this level, and you have to take action and get somewhere or collect something. And oh, good job, you're to the next level, and to the next level, and so I go on. So that is something that I've noticed. Okay, all I need to do. Okay, so okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it takes 3 months. Okay, got it. Next. And I'm a living proof of that. In Russia, it's a little bit difficult because unfortunately, it's all about connections that you were born with. And it's more like less structured. It's possible to become wealthy, of course, but it's less structured in a way, do these steps and you're good. It's more obstacles on the way and more corruption. So that's kind of like, maybe I want to open my convenience store, but there's one around the corner and they don't like me. So who knows? It's just a little bit not straightforward, I would say, in Russia. So it's a bit challenging, but in the United States, super easy. Honestly, it's like there's so many books written on it, and you just do what they tell you to do, and you're good.
That's so cool.
It's like a game. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I was reading a bit about your bio, and it mentions that, like you were saying earlier, you wanted more, and people are like, oh, why would you want more? Be happy. What do you think is the prevailing mindset that makes that happen? What do you think the attitude is? Like, why aren't people looking for ways to have more?
Got it. Good question. I think it's about really conditioning. And it's conditioning about, I guarantee deep inside, everyone wants more. Every single person wants more. But for some reason, they're a little bit shy of it, or they think they're not worth it, or again, someone will judge them. And they only judge because they didn't get the chance to get more, or they got a chance, but they didn't use it to get more. So now they're going to judge the other person to bring them back to where they are so they can be still friends. It's comfort zone, and it's just, again, it's conditioned. And I don't know who I would be if I stayed in my country, and I love my country.
Right, of course.
Going there for New Year's, stay with my parents, but who knows? Maybe I would be conditioned that I'm okay with 40,000 a year or less. And here, I change my environment and conditioning, really. People will always judge.
Yeah, that is true. People will always judge.
Like, seriously, who cares? Like Mitch Jorsky, he read a really beautiful 7, I think, I forgot how it's called, but it's something to do with 7 reasons to be happy. And the one of it said, what people think about you is none of your business. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit what they think about me. It's their, like, they can think whatever they want. Right. So that was kind of like a biggest takeaway yesterday from mentorship poll. And
that was a big one.
I wish people like who would say, oh, you want more? Like, yeah, don't you? Like, don't you want more?
Yeah.
Like, be honest, you want more too. You just like settle, kind of.
Right.
You want more. I know you do.
We all do.
Right.
Yeah. No, I completely, that was one, Mitch said that last night on the mentorship call. And that one really resonated with me too. It's just one of those things where it's like, if someone has a problem with you, that's their problem. It's not yours. So that really hit me. That was really cool.
I agree. Okay. Let them have it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're welcome to it, sir. So If someone wanted to get more information or get in touch with you, Darina, how would they do that?
The best way is social media. Honestly, it's very simple. It's Darina Pogodina on Facebook, and it's the same on Instagram. Yeah, it's
Awesome.
the best way because I'm on it, as you know, daily.
Right, I've seen you there a few
Hourly.
times. Yeah, I know. You're so
Yeah.
accessible to
So
everybody.
if
It's so
someone
kind.
says just send a text message, I'll get back to them within 24 hours or so.
And people can come to 52 weeks if they wanted to.
Yes, it's super easy. It's gualtermerle.com. I know Gualter, like Gualter, Amarillo.com/live, Olive. And it's free. So we get together every Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern time. No matter what, despite the holidays, we get together and it's about 45 minutes. Could be the best 45 minutes of your Saturday to connect, learn, have fun, have coffee. And it's online, so you can be in your PGs.
But yeah, it is really, that's how I got started too. Every week is a different wealth principle. And it's
Yes.
all about like what the principle is and how to apply it to your life. It's really,
Yes.
really a fantastic program.
Yeah, there are 52 of them. It's not 5, it's not 6, it's not 100, it's too much, but like focus on once a week on a particular principle, like be an advancing person or think a million. What does it take? Or build your business to sell your business. Okay, how is that? Okay, let me think about it. Or have a steadiness of faith. And it's a lot about mindset, but we do talk about practical stuff too. So
right.
It's a combination.
Awesome.
Every Saturday, gualtermerle.com/live.
I like live.
Live.
/live. I like that. All right, cool. So we'll put all the information that people need in the comment section or in the description, actually. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. This was really fun.
Oh, thanks so much, Jen. I appreciate your time. I will see you, what is it, Tuesday? Yeah, I'll see you on Saturday call. And it's been fun. You're right. Thanks for putting this together. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thanks for taking the time.
Of course.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.